So here we are. It's March 1st. We're outside of the Brattleboro polls. If you're watching us now, I hope you voted. If you are watching us now and you haven't voted, get out and vote. Let's, it's going to be a whole new board, and it's all about you coming out here to make a vote, and that'll decide who are our winners. So we're going to talk to Annette, and then we're going to go out and talk to the candidates that are here a little bit, just so you can get a feel what's going on. But please, folks, if you need a ride to the polls after you see this, call me, Daryl Pillsbury, 254-4285. That's 254-4285. I'll come and get you and bring you, okay? Because it is very important to come out here and vote. So if you're watching this on BCTV, you haven't voted, you need a ride, call me, tell me where you live, I'll come get you. All righty, so I want to say hey to my camera guy, Roland, right there. Hey, Roland, thanks for coming out. It's a little breezy out here, but sun is out. It's clear here. No slipping, no sliding. No reason for not getting out here, folks, and voting. So let's go. Okay, we're standing outside the polls here with Annette Cappy. Annette, talk to us a little bit about the day today, and it's not looking so good, is it?
Well, it's been pretty quiet, and we can't figure out why. We have races, we have some special questions, but it's been very quiet. Usually when we open the doors at 9, we have a line, and this morning there was no line. It's been steady throughout the day, but not a heavy steady, more of a trickle.
I counted approximately 750 voters so far.
I think you've got it right.
And we're sitting at almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right, and we're usually way ahead of that than before now.
And 750, what is that on a percentage-wise? That's not...
Oh, it's nothing. We have a little over 8,000 voters.
Wow, 8,000 registered. Boy, I was way off. I said 3. That's if we're lucky we get that many.
Yeah. We have about 8,300 registered voters in Brattleboro.
And the polls are closing. This will go on BCTV around 5. What time are our polls closing here?
Polls are open till 7 o'clock all around the state.
Okay, we'd like to see you here. Thank you, Annette, for your time. Thanks for all the good work you do here, especially during the voting time. You and your folks in there doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
And we'll be back, and we'll get a late-night roundup on or a recap on who won and who didn't.
We'll be here. We'll have the results probably around 10 after 7.
Thank you very much. All right, there you go, folks. Here it is, Brattleboro Union High School. This is the voting place for all the different districts, 1, 2, and 3. So please, we've got 8 people standing out in the cold trying to get your vote, and they've already been working on that. We have 2 article questions, and we also have another question about VY and whether the select board should be involved in the town and stuff like that. So please get out here and let your voice be heard, because this is where you do it, right here. Now we're going to interview some of the candidates and see what they have to say. Okay, here we are with one of our candidates for one of the 2 one-year seats, and we are with
John Wilmerding, High Street.
And John, first off, I want to personally say thank you for putting your name out and deciding to run. I mean, I think we got a good group of candidates. I got to ask, what is one of the reasons that you did? I know you get asked this every time, but we want to know, why did you decide to step up, put your name in the...
Well, I ran before in 2004, and it was fun. I actually ran harder than I did this time, but I did it for the same reason, and that is that I want to be of service to our town.
Yeah, and that's where it all starts, right there.
Yep, that's right. Now, I'm running for select board, and I'm also running for town rep from the 3rd district.
Oh,
and I just told Annette that I would also like write-in votes for trustee of public funds. So if you'd like to write my name in for trustee of public funds, you'll be guaranteed I'll be doing some pretty good stuff that I'm pretty well qualified for.
That's for sure. Now listen, did you, on that one, I don't know how many write-ins you need. How many would you need to is there a person on the ballot right now? I didn't even look.
There isn't anybody on the ballot.
So it's just a write-in.
It's just a write-in. Nobody's come forward, and that, frankly...
I was knowing that before I walked in the door.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to give it to somebody who wants to do it.
Well, maybe 3 people will
you
see
need at
this
least
and
10.
vote for me.
I think you need probably at least 10, right?
Oh yeah. If I don't get the election, I'll probably ask the select board to appoint me.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But if I'm
Unless
going to
you're
be
on it, then
selectman,
that'd be,
it's kind of a backup plan.
Yeah.
If
You
I'm
could
going to
still
be
do it, though.
selectman,
You
I
could,
won't appoint myself.
Yeah. Well, John, again, thanks an awful lot. I wish we had more people out. It's been kind of disappointing. I don't know how long you've been out here. But
Well, I bet you'll get more. I think people just sitting in for a little while today, or they're busy working.
I hope
You'll see them in the evening.
I hope you're right. Well, thanks again, John.
Please come
and
out and
good
vote.
luck.
And thank you for your service to the town, Beryl.
My pleasure. It's been a real fun ride, to be honest with you. I've enjoyed it, and I have. It's just that I'm at the limit.
Yeah.
You know, and when you have to, when it's the people that you really do serve, you got to be able to deal with the people. And right now, John, I kind of was losing it. So that's the way it goes. But anyway, thanks a lot. Good luck to you. And again, thanks for doing what you're doing. Well, we're out here for we're out, Catherine, today. We're talking to the folks running. It's been a little bit slow. But listen, you are another one of the folks running for one of the 2 one-year seats, and your name is?
Catherine Turner.
Hey, listen,
Yes.
thank you for running, okay?
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. And why now did you decide it was time to, step up? Because I know you've been interested in doing this for a while, and you are on some other boards, so was it just the right time for you?
Yeah. I'm from New Jersey. I could honestly say that I just want to kick some butt.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I lived in New Jersey for a whole year.
But yeah, no, I care about Brattleboro, and I guess it was after the town meeting, after the charter meeting, I went to the first half and decided that at that point I was serious.
Yep. Well, good. Good for you. And this is where it all starts. What I'm hoping for is that there's 6 people running for the one-year seat, and I'm really hoping that for the 4 that don't make it, I hope they don't just not, I lost twice, People forget about that, but I wanted to serve so bad that I tried again, and I finally got there, and then it worked out. So,
My attitude is if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'm not going to go away.
yeah, that's what everybody's attitude is, and that's the attitude you want. So, good. Well, listen, thank you very much. This is going to play at 5 o'clock. Anything you want to tell the folks out there that'll be sitting watching and they have 2 hours left to come in and vote?
Yeah, come in and vote. Whether you vote for me or anybody, make sure you vote.
Yeah,
Thank
heard
you.
it right there from one of the candidates. Thank you, Catherine. Good luck to you. You better vote more than once. Okay, another one of our candidates for one of the one-year seats available of the 2, and we're standing with
Hillary Cook.
And Hillary, first off, thanks an awful lot for stepping up and deciding to run for what I feel is a very important seat here. The select board people just don't realize how important it is. We are the ones that, take care of the town, hopefully. So, listen, nice to see that you got, decided to run for this seat right here. What made you decide to finally come out and go for the select board?
Well, I think it's important that people do step up, just like you said, and there's many different capacities that people can serve, and being on the select board to me seemed like a really good fit.
Yep, and with the 6 different candidates we have for the one-year seat, we have
well qualified.
Very well qualified. Well, that's the thing. People, somebody asked me, am I qualified to run? I says, do you got common sense? Yeah, I said, you're qualified. Because that's really, I mean, people think this is rocket science. It's really not. It's common sense. It's what you feel. You listen to the people, which, you've already been in a run. You know how to do that. Well, listen, thanks a lot, Hillary, for running, man.
Thanks
and
so
come
much.
on, folks, let's get out here. If this is the guy you want to support, you don't owe it to him, but it'd be nice if you come out and do it. Come on.
The only way anybody's going to get elected is if you come out and vote for the person you want to vote for.
That's right. And I believe it gives you more of a right to call them up and complain, to be quite honest with you,
I'm in the book.
We have 2 one-year seats available. Here's another one of the people running for that, and this is
Joe Bushy running for one-year seat, Brattleboro Select Board.
Joe. Why now?
It felt like the time. I thought about it for years, and now's the time.
I know you thought about it for years because all you did was talk to me about it.
Right.
Yeah. So listen, you've been standing out here for a while, I imagine.
Yep, absolutely.
Turnout's a little bit weak.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Listen, this is going to go on at 5 o'clock. What do you want to tell everybody who's watching?
Come out and vote. You can't complain if you don't vote. You got to vote to make an impact, to have a say. So come on out and vote.
All righty, man. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Daryl.
How you doing, man?
My face is frozen.
Yeah, I bet. Listen, we're out here now with who we with here?
Ken Schneck running for a 3-year seat.
That's right. One of the 2 people running for that 1 3-year seat. Ken, why now?
I've had a lot of experience. I've read a lot how I'm a newcomer to politics. I'm actually not. I was very involved in politics. My face is frozen, by the way. It's cold. But very involved in politics in New York. Moved here 4 years ago and wanted to get to know the community, and the time is right to bring a fresh perspective That's a hard word, and your face is frozen to Brattleboro.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get elected to the select board seat, you're definitely going to get a lot of perspectives because they will
yeah.
be calling.
I
And that's part of the whole thing. You know what?
Yeah.
I served
I
in the
welcome it.
legislature too, Ken, and I'll tell you, you have way more accountability sitting on that select board
Yeah.
seat. Really, seriously, this is where I feel, this is why, folks, you got to come out and vote.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know,
where you make a major difference.
I'm a dean of students at a college. I'm all about accountability. That's what it is with students. So I just want to bring that experience to the select board and just bring fresh blood.
Okay, you got 1 second or 10 seconds to give it. This is going to come on at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell people that haven't
I just
been
want to
out yet?
tell people to come out and vote. I don't do your research who you want to vote for, but come out and vote. If you're voting for me, you're voting for my opponent. Get out here and vote.
Thanks a lot, Ken. Take
But
care and good luck to you.
Also vote for me.
Okay, there you go. He wants that vote, folks. All right, now we're standing with my neighbor here who is not running for any seat, but
we
he
wanna
is
be
out here.
clear about that.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure, man. I don't know. I'd vote for you, though, George, if you did run,
okay.
just to let you know.
Okay.
Being neighborly, you know. Listen, you're standing out here because Spoon Agave couldn't make it today because he is out doing some other chores that he was already committed to do, and I thank Spoon for doing what he's doing. Can you explain exactly what it is that Spoon's doing?
Well, Spoon works for a living, and he had to work today. Started early this morning. He'll probably get back about 5 o'clock, so he'll be here late in the day.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good. And did Spoon have any words he wanted you to tell the folks that might be coming out? I mean, listen, the turnout's awful so far.
Yeah, it is terrible. It's very disappointing, actually. I'm just hoping that, and when people get out of work is when they'll come.
Well, we're all hoping that now. All right, well, listen.
Spoon is, the reason I support Spoon is he's a forward thinker. And I really appreciate the fact that he looks to the future and is a person that can have a lot of insight into where we need to go and how to get there.
All righty.
That wasn't words from him. Those are just one of the reasons I support him.
Okay, well, thank you very much, George. And there you go. There's another person, too. We have 2 running for that 1 3-year seat, and you just met Ken, and Spoon is also one of the other candidates. So come on out, folks. You're going to be watching this. It's going to be after 5 o'clock. Please get out and vote.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, George. We are with another candidate for the 1-year seat, and we have 2 available. We are with
David Gartenstein running for a 1-year seat for Select Board.
And David, thanks an awful lot for stepping up and doing this. I mean, there's a lot of qualifications sitting there. 9 years on the DRB, my goodness gracious, that alone is something. Listen, why did you decide now to put your name in the ballot?
I've been serving on the high school board these last 3 years, and I thought that running for Select Board would be a good way to give back to the town.
Well, I think it is, and you have the experience along with some of these other folks, too. We got a great slate, I got to tell you. I'm a little disappointed in the turnout.
It's nice to see so many candidates running. We'd like to see more people coming out to vote. Come on down.
Okay, now this is going to be at 5 o'clock. Any last words to the people who are going to be watching?
Come out and vote. Come out and vote. Thank you.
Thanks an awful lot for serving, man. I appreciate that. Good luck to you. We are with actually, you don't get to vote for this guy. He is the, outgoing chair, maybe, of the Brattleboro Select Board. And, Dick, have you been in and talked to Annette yet?
Yeah, pretty disappointing with the numbers. Here's an opportunity for people to participate in democracy, and, we're about 750, which is abysmal at this point.
And that's with over 300 absentee ballots.
Absentee ballots, and actually today's a pretty nice day. I've been out here when it's been much worse.
I would have taken this day every time.
This was a beach day when I ran.
I mean, no kidding.
So, I know you said that this is going to be on the air later on this afternoon.
So
The polls are open till 7. There's some important questions that need to be answered about the terms of the select board and the size of the board. So there's an opportunity for you to really weigh in on what's going to happen in Brattleboro in the future, not only in the democratic process, but electing 3 new board members, but also the size of the board and the terms of the board.
That's right. And those are all, I think, very important questions. And, when we sit on the board, we hear a lot about, no public participation, no this, no that. I think we are proactive as you can be for a town personally, and it irritates me. So here we are on election day, which really can affect people's lives, and 750 people have shown up.
Yeah, that argument where, you're not hearing my voice, and when you get to express your voice, you're choosing not to do that, but that's the democratic process.
It is.
And it's pretty frustrating when, you hear those complaints, and then when you have an opportunity to come forward, you choose not to, but that's democracy.
And now, just for the future, you are going to be sitting with 3 new board members, all qualified, I feel. I mean, but there is a little getting caught up to speed. What are you looking forward to in your next year, Dick?
Well, I think the big issue, as you're aware of, is the wastewater treatment plant and the storage plant, and the water usage is going to have a huge impact. This board getting them up to snuff. On that, it'll be one of the early priorities. Whether I'm the chair or not, this board's going to have to get up to snuff on that early on because there might be some rate changes coming forward. They need to get up to snuff on the budget that's going to be presented at town meeting in 3 weeks. So be a couple of early meetings for the new board members. And you're right, this is an individual sport when you're running, but then it becomes a team sport. And you're not going to get anything accomplished unless you have 2 other people believing in what you're pushing for and advocating for. So that's always unique, when you talk about you run as a single entity, but then to get things accomplished.
You are a board.
You're a board.
You are a board. You function as one.
That's right.
And people kind of forget that, even though you are a voice in that, group.
The board this past year had many differing opinions, which I think is healthy.
But I loved it.
But more often than not, it came to the same conclusion when they voted. And how people get to the finish line were all different.
See, a lot of people don't see what goes on behind closed doors. They think one of the other things that gets me is let's all come out and we're all smiling. But they don't see. We've had a couple ourselves, But one of the things I respect from the folks I just served with is we could kind of yell at each other a little bit. And behind closed doors now, I don't think you should bring all your stuff out in public anyway. But you know what? When we left, we were still,
no hard feelings.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, you're not gonna do well in the political environment. It's okay to have disagreements. It's not okay to leave angry at another board member.
Yeah, I agree with that. Even though sometimes you do get that way, but that's the way it goes, man.
That's it.
Yeah, it is. Well, listen, Dick, thanks a lot for your service and your service on the school board, too, and good luck this year, okay?
Daryl, thank you for serving the town, and I hope you continue to stay active in the community. You're an asset to our town. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, Dick. Okay. So listen, Dora, thanks for serving, number one.
Thank you.
And you got you got 2 more years at least left, and you got new board members that are 3 new ones.
It's exciting.
So there you go.
It's exciting. It's no matter how you slice it, it's going to be 3 new board members. It's going to be great for the town. It's going to be great for the board. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, good, and that's the way it ought to be anyway.
I can't wait to see what it's going to turn out to be at the end of the day.
Well, you're going to find out tomorrow a lot more too.
There's expanding the board to 7 members. That's an extremely important thing to vote on, it really could matter in the future. No matter, every vote makes a difference. It really does. Every vote makes a difference. Often these local town elections are very, very close on the select board. So every vote that, so come out, vote. The weather is good. The roads are not icy. It's not really cold. Just come out and it's important. It's important to democracy. It is the ultimate responsibility living in this country to vote.
So listen, folks, there you've heard it from the candidates. Come out and vote. And like I said, if you can't get here and you need a ride, I will be home between 5 and 7 unless I'm giving people rides. You call me, 254-4285. 254-4285. I will come pick you up, bring you to the polls. All righty. For Roland, for myself, get out and vote. We hope you enjoy what you see right here. We will be back with results around 7:30, so stay tuned. Watch us at 7:30 for the results, and we'll see you then. Brattleboro, get out and vote. Your voice is that vote. Or does it say your vote is your voice?